expansion that will bring a National Hockey League franchise to Las Vegas, beginning with the 2017-18 season.
Oh yeah, that was a big announcement back in June that hockey was coming here to Vegas, and exactly 5 months later, we're finally going to learn the name and the logo and the colors. Our Vegas NHL franchise has called a press conference for 5:30 this evening, and they will unveil the team's name and logo. So that gives us about 8 more hours to speculate what it's going to be. And here to help us with that is marketing expert Jim Gentleman from SKG Advertising. And Jim, this is such an exciting day, but you got to get everything right. And is this why Bill Foley waited a little bit longer than we expected?
Yes, there's a lot that goes into naming a professional sports team.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, you have to be able to trademark the name, copyright it, make sure you can get the domain on the website. And then you have partners like the NHL and Adidas, who is the uniform and merchandise partner, that have input as well. So there's a lot that goes into naming a team. Absolutely.
Now, we know that Bill Foley, he's an Army guy. Yep. And the Army, their nickname are the Black Knights,
Black
I think.
Knights,
yeah.
Yes.
So I think he's probably going to go with Knights. That's what we know, right?
That's what the reports are saying.
Okay.
Knights, he can't have Black Knights because that's already taken.
Okay.
But it sounds like there are 3 favorites: Desert Knights, Silver Knights, or Golden Knights. At least that's what's being reported. And I think the odds-on favorite among those 3 would be Desert Knights.
Okay. Now, we actually did a poll of our viewers of those 3 names that you just brought up, and this is what we found. Our viewers have Desert Knights at 57%, Silver Knights at 38%, and Golden Knights at 5%, which is kind of, I thought maybe Silver Knights would be a little bit higher up because the Silver State, and that's why I didn't think Golden would work. But Desert is we're in the desert.
We're in the desert, and the thing about Knights, it works for hockey. They're protectors, they're soldiers, they're fierce, they're respected, they're revered, and they're going to protect the desert, or the home ice, if you will, in the desert. So I think it's a fitting name for a hockey team.
I don't want to be the goalie.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now, there's other examples that have some sort of significance to their home, and sometimes then they even take a nickname of that, like the Canadians or the Habs, and the Avalanche or the Avs. So
a lot of sports teams, quite honestly, become known just for their franchise mascot name, not for the city. I mean, you think of the Red Sox, it's Boston. You think of the Cubbies, it's Chicago. The Dodgers, Los Angeles. So this team name could become synonymous with who this team is, and so that's why it's so important. Team names are what fans can relate to. So the colors, the logo, the name are really kind of the beginning of a relationship between fans and a team. So that's why today's announcement is so important.
I've also noticed that certain cities, a lot of times they try to keep all of their pro sports within the same color scheme. Like the Steelers and the Penguins are the same color. Do you think that Bill Foley was could he have been waiting to see what the deal with the Raiders would be? Because it sounds like there might be some black and silver anyway.
Yeah. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think it's more quite honestly about, he's always mentioned the Black Knights of Army, whose team colors are black and gold.
Right.
So there is, again, kind of reports that the team colors here will have black in them and potentially gold. But I don't think it has anything to do with the Raiders. I really don't.
Okay. It would just be nice, and also UNLV because they have the silver and the scarlet.
That's right.
And the black.
So there may be a bit of silver, as you mentioned, the Silver State.
Yeah.
But I think the odds-on favorite is Desert Knights. We could all be wrong. Maybe he's pulling a fast one on all of us, but we'll find out tonight.
I hope that would be crazy if he did.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jim. We appreciate it. There is your full screen. It is the Las Vegas NHL team unveiling today at 5:30. I believe it is open to the public, and I even believe there's free parking as well.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll have live coverage if you can't make it out there. And we'll have a special guest from the team joining us here on More as they find out how the name and get the idea of how it will go over with the community. Hopefully, you'll be bringing some jerseys and other swag for
we'll have
us,
plenty of
right?
merchandise. Yep.
I mean, I'm going to get a hat right away for sure.
T-shirt, hat, jacket, exactly.
Yeah. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back. Yeah.